Hi, my name is Sofia and I'll talk about metaphysics from my perspective, and I'll start with the definition. Well, metaphysics is the branch of philosophy that studies the central problems of philosophical thought, being such as the absolute, God, the world, the soul, and it attempts to describe the properties, conditions, foundations, and first causes of reality, as well as its meaningful and purpose, and deals with the intangible, the spiritual matters, and everything that we feel but cannot verify or measure as scientifically. The existence of God. Because of my religion, I do believe there is a God. I do believe that there is only one God. But I know that in some other religions and cultures, they believe in multiple gods, and I think it's correct. I think it depends on where you grow up and how they teach you to believe in something. I think what matters is that you have hope that there is someone taking care of you. I believe that there is only one God, but in but we all interpret him like because of our religion. For example, I do believe there is a God because I'm Catholic, but I know in Asian parts they believe in another God, but I think it's the same one, but we call it different because of our religion and culture. And I think God is a spirit, not like a person, but he can manifestate himself in other people so we can get the message he's trying to send us. The origin of the universe. I know it will sound contradictory of what I said before. I actually do believe there is a God. However, I don't think that he is the one who created the universe. He did not out of nowhere put the universe. I do believe in the Big Bang theory that says that matter was infinitely small on point of a very high density that at some point exploded and expanded in all directions, creating the universe that we know now and the space and time. After the explosion, the universe expanded equally down sufficiently, and the first subatomic particles were formed, such as electrons, positrons, mesons, bosons, and so on, because there's like 90 particles these days. Then, due to gravity, matter began to come together from clouds, and of those primal elements, the large stars began to emerge, and then the galaxies were formed. I do believe that's the more believable theory about how the universe expand, because I think there's like really good explanation, not like out of nowhere it appears. But I do believe in God. I know it's contradictory, but I think God is more like a someone you can hold on when you feel that no one is there. That's why I do believe in God, but sometimes I know it can sound like not very trustful, but yeah. Nature of reality. I believe that to a certain extent we create reality because we give meaning to things that other people may not see. I mean, I believe that each person creates its reality because they feel and they see things that sometimes other people cannot. You can agree with people in some thoughts. However, I do believe that we create our own reality. We see what we want, we believe what we want. And I consider that by naming an object and giving them the form and to give a meaning to that object, we create it. So it's not like an independent idea, the object, because we create it, we give them a name, we give them meaning. For example, in nature, there's a tree. We name the tree. We do not create the tree, but we name it. And due to the tree, we can create a table. And that's what I mean, that we gave them meaning and use and forms, that we create a table and we name a table because we have the material. I don't know. Well, to conclude, I think I am between the two philosophers of Plato and Aristotle, because Plato is more like fantasy, is more like abstract, more ideal, and real, and Aristotle is more realistic. And I think Aristotle is like, he draws solutions and conclusions with tangible things. Like I explained with the tree, there is a tree out of nowhere and beautiful because nature gave us the tree and we transform it to a table. I mean, Aristotle sees solutions and create things with tangible stuff, and Plato's were more like fantasy, more like beauty, some abstract, some ideal stuff. And I think I'm between because of my ideals and because of the way I grew up, and I develop ideas from my parents, but of my own, I also believe in some other stuff that they do not. So yeah, that's why I think I'm a combination of both philosopher, because I do believe that at some point we need some fantasy because reality can be really cruel. So yeah, that's my point of view of metaphysics.